Hello, everyone. You're about to listen to an important message about mammography. Women breast health are very valuable and precious. Listen.
Take the time to listen to this message about mammography. I, Ruth Pierre-Canel, am 59 years old. In my early 50s, over about 2 years, I had 2 mammograms, especially the second one, which was extremely painful. I haven't been back since. The procedure itself is dangerous. Mammography is a brutal procedure. The breasts are compressed with terrible pressure. I am happy to learn that Switzerland has abolished this procedure and that there are other safer alternatives for women. This is the message I received. MAMMOGRAHY banned in Switzerland, revealing a decades-long scandal. Switzerland is the first country in the world to ban mammography. Its wise decision exposes what may well be the biggest medical fraud ever perpetrated against women. For decades, mammography has been presented as a preventative procedure that saves lives. But statistical evidence reveals a completely different truth. It is in fact a practice of annual sweeping of a more or less rightly concerned female clientele. This brutal and painful invasive procedure that I have denounced many times causes dangerous trauma to the breasts. Let's be clear. Mammography is an industry that serves more to create healthy patients than to save lives. Here are the key facts that the medical industry is hiding from you. 1. More than half of diagnoses are wrong indeed. The false positive rate is 50 to 60%. This means that almost 1 in 2 women who are made very worried, nocebo effect, are warmly invited to undergo heavy invasive treatments, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and even mastectomy, for a disease that they do not necessarily have. 2. The procedure itself is dangerous. Mammography is a brutal procedure. The breasts are compressed with terrible pressure that damages the sensitive tissues of the breast. In addition, these delicate tissues are then bombarded with X-rays, recognized carcinogens. Think carefully. A procedure that claims to detect cancerous foci can cause cancer. Strange. 3. Mastosis, recluse disease. A common benign problem that should not be disturbed too much. These are cystic formations in the breast that seem to be linked to excessive consumption of dairy products. These balls, detectable by simple palpation, should normally be mobile and painless, and therefore not serious. Women's magazines show how to perform this palpation yourself. If there are adhesions, lack of mobility, it is a fibrocystic terrain with a risk of the onset of a cancerous focus, active or not. When the breast is crushed, cysts, which are in reality small trash cans, can burst and pollute the site. They could contain elements of dormant cancers that may never have manifested themselves, so it is dangerous. Following fatal road accidents of women over 50, autopsies frequently show dormant cancerous foci that may never have manifested themselves later. 4. Mammography allows healing statistics to be manipulated by conventional protocols. You will understand how. When a woman with breast cysts is overdiagnosed, 1 chance in 2, on a mammogram. While she is initially in relatively good health, she is systematically sucked into the protocol steamroller, ablation, chemo, X-ray. If she comes out of this ordeal and no more traces of cancer are found, this is recorded as a success to be included in the medical statistics, while there was no cancer to begin with. A large-scale study analyzing 690,000 medical records reveals the extent of the fraud. Many women labeled as having breast cancer were in fact in perfect health before their mammogram. This is not just overdiagnosis but deliberate exploitation. Healthy women become patients, making billions for the medical industry while destroying lives. Profits over respect for women. The medical industry has built an empire around mammography, raking in billions each year by exploiting women's fears. Here's how. 1. Fear tactics. Women are bombarded with propaganda, told they will die if they don't get annual mammograms. 2. Annual screenings. Healthy women get annual mammograms, turning them into perpetual customers. 3. Epidemic of overtreatment. False positives lead to aggressive treatments that are profitable for the industry but devastating for many women. Switzerland takes a stand against the medical mafia. Switzerland's decision to ban mammography is nothing short of a revolutionary act of defiance against a corrupt medical system. After years of study and mounting evidence, the Swiss government has had enough. It has declared what the rest of the world is too afraid to admit: mammography is a dangerous and ineffective charade. This is not just a change in health policy, but a direct challenge to the medical mafia that has shamefully manipulated women for decades in the name of huge profits. Switzerland's bold move sets a global precedent, calling on other countries to confront the truth about mammography. Safer, gentler alternatives. There are safer, more accurate, and non-invasive alternatives to mammography. Manual breast exams and advanced imaging technologies avoid crushing compression and radiation. But the Big Pharma Trust does not want to know this and organizes every year a communication campaign, let's say propaganda, called Pink October, intended to raise awareness among women about breast cancer screening and to raise funds for research. In fact, it is a new version of the telethon whose funds raised did not go at all to philanthropic positions for public health. Demand change now. The pharmaceutical octopus is not going to let go of its prey easily. This is why. 1. This fight must not only be that of Switzerland, but a global fight for respect for women. 2. The medical industry must be held accountable, investigate and denounce the corruption surrounding the mammography scam. 3. Invest in safer alternatives and accurate, non-invasive diagnostic tools that prioritize women's well-being. 4. Dismantle propaganda and give women real information about their health. The ban on mammography in Switzerland is a historic decision that has exposed the flaws of a corrupt system. The world must follow suit and put an end to this fraud once and for all. The health and lives of millions of women depend on it.
Thank you again for taking the time to listen to this very, very important message. Please, please, please share it. Share it with your friends, in the group. Share it everywhere. Please, we need to take action, because these things, we cannot let those things happen again. Okay, we need to take action. We need to be in the movement, people. Okay, thank you for listening. Share it. Okay, thank you.